What up, gang? What up, YouTube? What up, social media? We back. Accept the pain, because that too shall pass. Blast in the success while you have it, because that too shall pass. All things come to an end, whether it's good or bad. And when you're on your way to where you see the ending, you're on your way to where you seek success, and no one else believes in your path, play dumb. These are some strong words. Yes, no. That's all you need with people who don't understand your path. I hear you. I I got you. Don't tell them what you're doing, because when you did that before, they never understood. When you helped yourself, by helping yourself, you distance yourself. And they started to think that it was something wrong with you. But when you come to understand yourself and you come to know yourself, you know the reactions that you give people. You know the reaction that you being yourself gives people. So they're not going to understand the things you do for yourself. And they're not going to understand the things you do for yourself that impacts others. Because you're always going to be misunderstood. You're always going to be mistaken for someone else or something else. And even if you fail, just to believe that you're going to keep going is always enough. And every time you come into an obstacle, you can get past it. You can either go around, you can either go over it, or you can either go through it. But you can get past it. See, you're always gonna have something in your path that's gonna try to stop you. You're gonna have something that's gonna try to interrupt you. And when you see it, sit back and observe. Because when you don't act upon it, upon what other people do, when you don't act upon when people try to hide the true feelings that they have for you, sit back. They'll eventually express it through their actions, the way they talk, and what they do, how they feel. It's always gonna come out one way or another. And you are always gonna see what people true intentions are. See, when you understand yourself more, you already know the genuine from the fake. You will always know. When someone doesn't want you to succeed, but seeing you being all right with failing, they'll try to make it to where you are the reason that they will be succeeding. They'll try to make it to where you're not gonna go nowhere without them. But when you have this mindset, when you have this mindset of you know yourself and you know who you are, and you know the things that you do that other people might not like but you love, you know what God put you here for. You know what you were born for. The person who have birthed you may not know what you were born for, but you do. So when you doing something and you truly love it, don't let nobody stop you. Because God was going to see, God going to stop you. God the one who's going to stop you. Everybody else, they're not going to be able to stop you. They'll just call you crazy. They'll just say something's happened to him to where he's harming himself. But you know that the path that you take the path that you take to God, the path that you take to Most High, the path that you take to yourself, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have a lot of naysayers, a lot of people behind closed doors who are going to have something to say about it. And they're not going to be able to say it unless they are in a panic, and they want you to feel pain so bad that they have to tell you that they hate what you do. They have to tell you that they don't want you to see. They have to blame you for the things that you've done that may not even have a thing to do with them. Every time you get up, it hurts another hater. And every time you don't give up, you win. Every time you keep going, you win. So stay silent, because the low vibrational people will never understand you unless they vibrate on your same frequency. The people who are not chosen, you'll know. The people who are chosen, you'll know who's not chosen. You'll know the fakes from the real. It's always going to show real time. And all you have to do is just sit back and watch. That's all you have to do. You sit back and watch, because you don't need to impact other people's lives. You don't need to force yourself to impact other people's lives, because you impacting your own life always affects others, for the best or for the worst. You living in your true self will always make the demonic demons come out to play, come out to do their job, their job. It's always going to be good over bad. It's always going to be light over dark. It's always going to be love over hatred. And anything that is vibrating low, anything that is filled with grief and hatred in their heart, will always come and last. No matter how far ahead they look, they're behind you. All you gotta do is turn the other way. You may think somebody's ahead of you, but if you turn around and walk the other way, guess what they are? They're behind you. So you go throughout your day and you do what you love. And if anybody try to stop you from that, they're trying to stop themselves. They're trying to fix the feelings that they have, because they may not had the choice, or they may not have the choice to do what they love. And when they see somebody doing what they love, no matter what position they are in, no matter how they feel, no matter what other people think about them, they're gonna hate it. They're gonna envy it. They're gonna be jealous of it. See, let me give you all the definition of envy and hatred. The definition of envy is you wanting. The definition of envy is you not wanting what somebody, not wanting that person to have what he has. Envious people don't want you to have success. They don't have to want it. They just don't want you to have it. That's what envious people are. Jealous people are people who want what you have. Jealous people are people who want to do what you do. Envious people don't want you to have what you have. Envious people don't want you to do what you do. So notice the envious and the jealous. You may get them confused, misconstrued, but they'll always show themselves. That mask, their face will get a little bit too big for that mask to hide it. That smile is gonna eventually grow tired, and they're gonna have to eventually frown, because What's left in the dark always comes to light. And if you are of light, if you are of love, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper, shall not prosper. And karma will always run its course. It's like it's like water. It's like food. It's like water. When you eat, when you drink, it always have to go out. It comes in and it goes out. So think of that as the words you use, the information that you grasp. You grasping a lot of negative energy. You having a lot of negative thoughts. Guess what that's gonna do. Guess what the reaction is. Notice I said guess, because this is always a. It's gonna be always a guessing game with you. They're gonna always have to guess how you feel. They're always gonna have to guess what you're gonna do, because they don't know you. They're still wondering. They're still not understanding who you truly are. So they're going to have to guess what you want. They're going to have to guess all the time. So I want y'all to guess what that reaction of having hatred in your heart will do. You will express it. And you'll find to come to see it on your face. You're going to be battling hatred. You're going to be battling jealousy. You're going to be battling envious. You're going to be battling your trauma. You're going to be battling that guilt. And guess what, when you battle that, guess what you're looking at? You're looking in the mirror. You're looking in the mirror. Every time you battle hatred in another person or yourself, you're looking in the mirror. Always. So don't let what people say about you get you down. Don't let what people think about you get you down. Don't let what people do because you do what you do get you down. You still continue to do you. And it's gonna hurt them. They're not gonna be able to hide it. They'll have to blurt it out. They're gonna have to let it out. They're gonna have to scratch, crawl, cry if they have to. Because you're never gonna stop. Ever. So live your life. But take my advice. Live a better life. And if you do something, if you have your mind set to what you want to do in life, and they don't understand your vision, fuck them. Do what you do. No matter if they're in your life or not. You keep trying. You keep going. Fail. You keep failing. Fail better. And I'm out.